Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Spartan Beach. It gives me enormous and great pleasure to introduce the San Jose State University Director of Athletics, Marie Tuitt.
Okay, welcome to Spartan Beach. How awesome is this place? Another round of applause, please. I really want to thank all of you for joining us today. I know this awesome team behind me certainly appreciates it. There are a couple people who aren't here today, and I did want to acknowledge them, and that would be Jolene and Aaron Shepherdson. Yeah, for 7 years they guided our program, and I think, as most of you may know, Jolene headed back to her alma mater, South Florida, and so. But these courts here certainly was Erin's vision and her vision, so I just wanted to acknowledge her. And as we make this transition from that coaching staff, I do want to thank Taylor and Delaney Gregory for their management of the program. Okay, so, and I'm going to come back up and say a few more remarks in a little bit, but I want to introduce our president, who may be the busiest person, in America, and yet she finds time to come down here on a Friday afternoon. I know it means a lot to our student athletes that she's here. I just need to tell you, she is such a student-centered president. Yeah, that's right, exactly. And it's an absolute honor for me to manage this athletics program with President Papazian in charge. So nice warm welcome for President Papazian.
Well, thank you. And hey, who wouldn't want to be at the beach on a Friday afternoon? I mean, it's the place to be, and some of you may not know this, but having sand behind me like this takes me back to my childhood, because I'm actually born in Santa Monica, and there's a lot of beach in Santa Monica, and actually, beach volleyball has some roots there. So I am excited and am looking forward to getting out here as much as possible, and I hope we'll fill these stands all year. This is an extraordinary, I think, next step for Spartan Athletics, and we have made a commitment over these last several years with the support of so many, some of whom are here and others who aren't, to continue to renovate and upgrade our athletic facilities for all of our student athletes and for all of our students. One by one, we wish we could flip a switch and make it all happen at once. But it doesn't work that way, but we have been doing it, and I'm gonna let Marie talk about that a little bit more, but to our student athletes, a message I just must say. One of the things we've noticed whenever we've opened a new upgraded facility, they just get better. So we know we're going to be competing for championships before very long. But what this really says is that we're committed to excellence at San Jose State, that we believe that the athletics program is part of our core mission of education, that some of the best learning happens here between coaches and players. This is mentorship at its best. It's the same kind of experience that happens when our students are in labs with professors or working in a community service project with professors. It really is having those opportunities to develop leadership, to grow, to enjoy your passion, create goals, but do it with the kind of commitment and balance to excellence and integrity. And one of the hallmarks of our athletic program, led by our athletic director and everyone else who works with our student athletes here in athletics and across the university, is this commitment to doing it the right way, to doing it with integrity, to recognizing that our student athletes are students first, and that by bringing both parts together, we can create a vibrant, dynamic, transformative experience for each one of the student athletes. And to do this now for those students at the beach who are now going to tell their faculty, and I'm looking at our faculty athletics rep, when our student athletes tell their faculty they just have to be at the beach today, you might need to translate. But we know they're doing well, and I couldn't be more proud of all of you. Couldn't be more thankful to all who have supported us in this endeavor, and appreciative of all of you who have come out today. So continue to support Spartan Athletics, continue to support the university. We are all in this together, and we look forward to a bright future as the weeks and months and years unfold ahead of us. So thank you very much.
Okay, how great was that? Okay, I have a few people here that I want to introduce. I'm going to ask that you just sort of hold your applause for a few minutes, which would be great. First of all, I want to introduce a couple members of the President's Cabinet. Our Vice President for Research and Innovation, Mohammed Abosalam. Is he here? Yep, there he is right there. Great, you can hold your applause. And then I also want to introduce Charlie Foz at the far end there, our Vice President for Business and Finance. Now, here's how we describe South Campus, okay? We describe South Campus as BCF, which is before Charlie Foz, and then we describe it ACF, which is after Charlie Foz. And I just want to thank Charlie for he and his staff, because they got a lot on their plate, and we pushed them quite a bit to try and get things done here on South Campus. So I just wanted to thank him for that. I also want to introduce Wanda and Lance Jenner, who are sitting right down at the very end. They are the favorites of our volleyball program. Thank you so much for all that you do to support our student athletes. And then, as the president said, we do have our faculty athletic representative here, Dr. Tamar Samarjan, who is right here, so we really appreciate her support. Okay. We added beach in 2014. So for 7 years, this team behind me has been traveling to Los Gatos High School, West Valley Community College. My favorite is 6:30 in the morning, because I see them sometimes when I was coming into work, down to Santa Cruz. They have been everywhere. And I'm especially thrilled that we are able to open these courts for our seniors, because they've been through a lot. But I want to tell you this about this team. They never complained to me about having to drive everywhere. Now, when I saw them, they would say, Marie, we need some courts. Marie, we need some courts. I love this team behind me. And I wish all of you could spend the kind of time that I have the opportunity to spend with them. They are just terrific, terrific young people. And you're going to hear from one of them. You're going to hear from Kylie, who's our senior beach player. Now, let me tell you about Kylie. Seriously, whenever I see her, this is the word that pops in my mind: joy. Joy. And I see her everywhere. She's at every event. She's a lifeguard in the SRAC. She supports all the teams. She's an excellent student, Dean Scholar, majoring in communications. Where's Beth Von Till over there, professor in communications. She's from Muncie, Indiana. I have to tell you a really quick story. I was on the phone this morning with the president of CEFCU, and he's located in Illinois, which is right next to Indiana, and Muncie, Indiana is where Kylie's from. Mr. Spenny told me that 7 days ago he was driving to work and the temperature was 11 below zero. So Kylie's happy from Muncie, Indiana, that she's a Spartan. She does a lot of community work with Special Olympics. She's just the very, very best. So a very, very warm applause for Kylie Lingenfelter.
Yeah, Kylie! Hi guys. Is that too close? Is that good? Okay. If you don't know me, my name is Kylie. Most people call me Kiki. We just want to take a minute to say thank you to all of you for coming out to our first home tournament. It really means a lot to us. We're really excited to be here, and it's a really cool opportunity for our program. I am in my 3rd year here as a Spartan. I came, like Marie said, from Indiana in 2018. At that time, we didn't have beach courts, so we would drive to John D. Morgan, where we had to look through the sand for 30 minutes before practice for nails or broken Corona bottles, because there would be parties there the night before. Or we would drive to West Valley, or the team favorite, Santa Cruz. We would get stuck in traffic in the mountains, or get in and out of the vans because it was hailing on us too hard. Or we would almost get crushed by a palm tree branch. Ryan. I love my teammates, and I know we're all so thankful for these courts. The new beach courts have already been and will continue to be such a blessing to the beach and indoor girls that come through this program. So we want to thank our donors and the athletic department and our coaches for making all of this happen. And we hope you all can join us for some more games this season.
One, two, three.